another ACC Big 12 matchup here. I'm Casey Honigbaum, joined by Wes Bryant. We're breaking down Stanford and BYU under the lights in Provo. It's the first time that Frank Reich has faced off against the BYU Cougars. What do you think about this matchup?
Man, I think that for Stanford, they got a lot to prove. Coming off of that loss to Hawaii, I mean, it was a tough game. They couldn't pass the ball. They had to run the air out of the football to try and get the win, and it still wasn't enough, so they will be looking to get back in the win column in a tough place to play against a really good team.
In terms of the key matchup, I'm looking at BYU's defense. They've got a superstar on that side of the ball. It's Isaiah Glasgow. He's their leader. He's their linebacker. I'm looking at him going up against a Frank Reich offense. This is a pro-style offense that Stanford is running. Obviously, they got off to a bit of a rough start. BYU, they put up a lot of points. Their defense was fantastic. It was against Portland State, so this is going to be a true test for them.
Yeah, and Stanford, I mentioned earlier about how they ran the ball. They ran the ball 43 times. Yeah. That was tied for the most for them since the 2016 Sun Bowl against North Carolina. But their run calls accumulated 59% of their offense in that game versus Hawaii. Going up against a BYU team that only gave up -5 yards rushing. And I know it was Portland State, but still, we know that this BYU team is a quality program. So they're going to be looking to shut down Stanford's run game because, frankly, until they prove that they can throw the ball, they know that that's what's coming.
Right. And am I correct in seeing that it was the first rushing touchdown scored by a running back by Stanford in, what was it, 3 years?
In 20 games, yeah.
Wow. Some of the numbers that tell the story here early in this matchup, and, we mentioned it. It was against Portland State that BYU played last week. 606 yards of total offense, 8 touchdowns. I think when it comes down to numbers, those are one of the ones that pop out to me.
Yeah, man. And so, again, for this Stanford team, also defensively, they like to get turnovers. This is how they kind of made their bones last year on defense. And can they be optimistic enough? Because this is a team that wants to play ball control. They held the ball for over 36 minutes in their last game. So they want to keep the football away from the other team because we also know BYU can be explosive offensively. So the more that they can keep them on the sideline, the better. And the defense, if you can get your offense extra possessions, that's how you do it.
In terms of the impact players, I'm looking at true freshman quarterback Bear Bachmeier for BYU. 3 touchdowns through the air on only 97 yards passing. He also added 2 rushing touchdowns in that first game against Portland State. And I'm really looking for him. This is his first real true test against Stanford, but he showed poise in the pocket, poise with his legs. I'm really excited to see what he does against Stanford.
Yeah, and I'm going straight to the running back. Stanford at first was going to go running back by committee, but Michael Ford emerged on the game against Hawaii. He was the guy that had 113 yards. That was his second career 100-yard game. And as you said earlier, the first rushing touchdown for a Stanford running back in the last 20 games. So he's a guy that they're going to be looking to feed the football. I don't know if he'll get quite as many carries as he did last time, but he was certainly the hot guy in the last game. So it would only be right to be able to give him the opportunity to continue his production.
Yeah, I mentioned Isaiah Glasgow earlier, linebacker for BYU. And this is a middle of the field defense that plays downhill really well. So it's going to be interesting to see them going up against those running backs. Looking beyond the box score, and I'm looking at the 12th man for BYU. That's the home crowd in Provo. It's been one of the more electric crowds in college football these past couple of years since they've started to have some more success. And I'm really excited to see what they're able to bring for a big-time ACC Big 12 matchup.
Yeah, my beyond the box score for Stanford, we know that they're one of the best academic institutions in America. And so last year they brought in 4 transfers, but to tell you the sign of the time, 17 transfers for Stanford on this roster this year, including 9 on offense. So, hey, man, you like the academics, and I know they're going to continue to uphold that standard, but when you got to go find some ballers, man, you got to go find some ballers. So that's the interesting thing to me when you see these academic schools like Stanford starting to adhere to the new way college football is played.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 p.m. Eastern time kick in Provo, Utah. It's going to be an awesome matchup. Thanks for tuning in. This Big 12 ACC matchup preview. Excited for this one.
Oh, yeah, man. No doubt about it.